Hello, Elk Cam volunteers. Thank you so much for helping us operate the camera this year. We really appreciate it. You'll receive a link with this video. When you open it, you should see this window, and you can adjust the window to make the view of the camera larger or small. You can kind of adjust it until you see fit. And I like to set up the camera alongside the live view of the camera on our website so that you can see the comments. This might be helpful for you, but just keep in mind that the camera on the website has a 1 minute delay from the camera that you're seeing when you're controlling the camera. So what you're controlling, the camera that you're controlling, is a live view of the scene in the field. And controlling the camera is really easy. It's really just a click of a button. So these buttons right here, these arrows and plus sign and minus signs, will control the camera wherever you want to go. You'll notice that right now the camera is going through its regular tour. So if you're not controlling the camera is just going to go to these select presets. But I think we see some things on the camera right now. So let's kind of play around with the controls here. You'll see that this will move the camera to the right. And it's best to get the camera in the right direction first before you start to zoom. So you can move it a little to this angle. And then when you want to zoom in, let's see what's going on over here. You'll just press the zoom button. And we've got an elk. So I can adjust slightly here so that the elk is in the center of the frame, and then even move it a little bit to the right and zoom in a little further. And there we go. It's really that easy. If you find that the controls that you're using are a little too sensitive, as in it's moving the camera further than you want to go, or it's not moving the camera enough when you want it to move, you'll just click on this gear right here. This will adjust the control sensitivities. So the presettings for this are below 10, which is where you want it to be generally, because the sensitivity should not, it makes it a little bit more difficult when these sensitivities are at higher numbers. You'll see here, let's adjust this like 25, see if this will move. So this will cause these buttons to jump dramatically, and that's what we don't want to happen. So keeping these at a low number, below 10 is good. You shouldn't have to adjust these too often, but if you do find that the camera's moving too far away or too quickly, then you might want to go into this gear right here, and that might help you adjust the settings. So let's get this camera back on track, because there is an elk. Oh, and there's a deer right there. So if you wanted to, so you'll see this deer is on the move. You can adjust the camera to exactly where its movements are going. And if you needed to see, let's see, we've got this zoomed in quite a bit. So if we needed to see this at a glance a little bit wider, and you didn't want to zoom out, you could click the preset. And now we see a wider view of the full field. So now we can make adjustments. Again, the best way to operate the camera is to move in the direction that you want it to go. So you'll see we've got a couple of deer here, and then start to zoom and correct a little bit by moving it up a little further. And then to this side. And that's really it. And just so you know, if you are done controlling the camera, or you need to step away from your desk for a little bit, no problem. After 5 minutes, the screen will time out and it will go back to its regular presets, meaning it will go around in the regular tour. So it will go to field wide and then right back around and go through its regular rotation. So after 5 minutes, the camera controls will time out and it will go back to this regular tour around the scene. And we ask that once you're done controlling the camera that you please just exit out of this window. We shouldn't have multiple people controlling the camera at once. And please don't share the link with anyone. We want to continue this system to keep working and keep this schedule in rotation. That is pretty much it. If you have any questions, please contact me at Kate at HDOnTap. Thank you so much for volunteering. We appreciate you. Enjoy.